Hi and welcome to JJ's Productions. As you may have noticed in the channel update video I released yesterday, I won't be able to do a live stream for the final week of September. Therefore I just wanted to put a little video out regarding Star Wars Battlefront 2, just in relation to the squad system update and some of the changes that it's caused within the game. So my first impression is that it's a mixed bag. I completely agree that this is a step in the right direction, and I'm actually looking forward to trialling it out some more over the coming week before I eventually do another live stream with you. But my initial impression is that if you are a single player, it's a little less beneficial than if you're working in a team. So the best example of this is when, well, as you can see, I just spawn in, and as you can see there's a mixed bag as far as what you can actually do as far as spawning. The first one, he's obviously firing on someone, but it would be hard to say that where he was, he could actually easily get fired upon. I know he did die, but he moved out of position, so I think if I could have spawned in there, I could have assisted him. But instead, it's sort of, it becomes an unfair disadvantage for the player who actually takes him out, because I could have spawned in to help, but instead he gets shot down because he has to take him on his own. So that's the initial impression there. But again, there's another instance where you'll see teammates who aren't exactly doing much. They'll be, like, as you may have seen, just faffing around at the back of the map, and you're thinking, come on, push forward, let's make use of this new system. And instead they're just, you know, faffing around. There's no other way I can really describe it. You actually question what they're doing as far as trying to contribute. So yeah, I'm curious what other people think about this system, because there's definitely room for improvement. I think the key change will be if they decide to alter the system so that instead of spawning when a teammate is firing the gun, it's when they're being fired upon. I think that'll be the key change, but maybe that's trickier to code, I've got no idea, so we'll see how it goes. Apparently Battlefield 5 players have said there is a system in place within DICE for it, so I am curious if they'll be able to implement it within the game, but it is a change that I do feel will need changing more for the single player than the multiplayer who's working in a squad or a group, just for the fact that if you're working as a single player, you've got no communication with your teams or your squad, so you do need to have some form of way of actually getting involved in the fight faster. So if someone's just firing blindly, it's going to be very annoying for someone who wants to hop in and actually get further up the map. So I do hope it's something that DICE will be looking into, but it's hard to know for certain if that is the direction they will go into. As I'm recording this, they haven't done the end of round update. That will be tomorrow, so I'm not planning on making a video for that, just because I think that'll be a very minor update. But I do hope there is an improvement, because I recorded this game on Kashyyyk, but after that I ended up on Camino, I think, and I ended up with a team of 14 players versus a team of about 14-13. So I feel like the matchmaking actually got worse with this update. It's the first time I've ever been on Camino and there's been that lower team numbers. So I really hope that with the update on Thursday that will improve again. It could just be that they've had to alter things and it's affected it slightly. But it's going to be very frustrating if they're having to accommodate groups of 4 or larger, and because of that there are some matchmaking problems because of it. So again, I hope that gets fixed on Thursday, but right now it is a little bit of a concern. After that, the only real updates have been regarding the ion turret. That's no longer a problem for infantry, so I'm quite pleased about that. It has actually been funny watching a few heavies putting ion turrets down as if to say, "Oh, I've got you," and no, you haven't. So I'm going to be watching that with quite amusement in the next few weeks, just seeing if the heavies actually cotton on to it. Besides that, there hasn't really been many major updates. I've heard some people saying that there's been a change to the number of heroes you can have in the game. So, for example, I've seen matches on Naboo where there have been 3 heroes in the first phase and 5 in the final phase. And I haven't actually encountered that yet, or at least if I haven't actually encountered all of the heroes together. So if that's the case, I find that interesting, because they're obviously trying to plan for when Grievous and Obi-Wan enter the battlefront. But as it stands, I haven't seen anything, so I'm waiting with bated breath to see what happens there, because if that's the case, I would actually be tempted to start saving for 6,000 battle points every game rather than getting the first one with 4.5. So again, I'm very interested to see what happens there, because it will create better opportunities within the game. Besides that, we've had the Clone Call update, and I was actually pleasantly surprised that I was able to get both of the complete sets of the Wolf Pack and the I can't remember what the other core is called. It's like the Specialist Core, isn't it? So I was pleased that I was able to get both. I found out that you could use the crates that have been in the daily crates and open them to receive 20,000 free credits, essentially, if you bought them all individually. So I managed to get 40,000 credits yesterday, so I was able to unlock both sets of cores just based on that. So if you haven't done that yourself, it's worth trying it out, because the way I see it is, it's free credits. I think the Wolf Pack looks good. I haven't actually tried the other one myself yet, just because I didn't really recognise them from any of the like from the TV shows or anything like that. So it was like it wasn't really a wow unlock. I just purchased it so that I could get it. But yeah, I think if you've got an interest in that, fair enough. But I think the Wolf Pack's the one that I'd default to. So yeah, I'm curious what everyone's thoughts are on the 2 clone skins that I've unlocked, if you are interested in cosmetic appearances. I certainly would hope that eventually we're going to have a few more different types, but as it stands, it looks like it's just the clones that are coming in, and when the heroes come in, and they'll have their own secondary appearances as well. But that is all that we've really seen, really, unless you're talking about Chickens on Takodana, which was a really mad update. You've got a chicken that's not running from the people running at it. Wow, we had to fix that. So yeah, DICE, maybe sort your priorities out a little bit there. So that's it for the commentary section of this video, just because there's nothing else really to say regarding the update. But if you're enjoying JJ's productions, please give the video a like, and if you're just interested in Star Wars Battlefront II gameplay, there's another just short of 20 minutes left, so you can see how I managed to get on with Maul, and there are 2 more heroes involved, or 2 more villain gameplays, so yeah, you can probably guess what happens with Maul very soon. So other than that, I'll just say thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you around sometime soon. Make sure to catch the live stream next week. It'll be Thursday. I haven't set a time yet, but it will appear on the channel in due course. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.
Turbo tanks guard the Republic cruiser. Destroy the tank's control centers with explosives.
Turbo tank will be disabled.
Final countdown aboard the West Juggernaut.
Strong. You require a memory wipe. Program. Unidentified enemy. Powerful enemy. Charge is planted on the East Juggernaut. Grenade prime.
ready for Phase 3. The enemy cruiser is preparing to launch. Destroy it by detonating the front and rear fuel pipes. We will destroy the ship.
New enemy. Threat level maximum. Firing target. Front pipe charges in place.
Final countdown initiated. Defend the front fuel pipes.
Target locked.
As we planned. Bow to me! Helpless. You have lost! Worthless.
I made it to the rear fuel pipes. Charges planted. We've lost the bomb at the rear fuel pipes. Grenade prime. rear pipeline.
I come for trophy. Claw at your throat.
This is your head. Little green prey.
Predator chooses his battles. I will die one day too. What points my killer will earn.
I sense your terror.
Final countdown. The clones will rush to the rear pipeline.
Rear fuel pipes lost. Explosive neutralized.
Our forces are diminished, and the Republic cruiser is ready to launch. The operation has failed.